Swimming is not a sport that you can fake being good at. Your teammates can't exactly pick up the slack if you're having a bad day. In fact, sometimes your teammates are your biggest competition. Swimming is about one thing: times. How quick you can get to that wall. And when you have a bad day, everyone can tell. One of the hardest parts of coaching a swim team is figuring out who has the potential to turn into something great through hard work and training, and who has already peaked in their swimming careers. 4 years ago, Rowan swimming and diving coach Brad Bowser had to make a difficult decision on who to cut from the team.
Hi, my name is Cam Sexauer. I'm a graduating senior from Rowan Swimming and Diving. So my freshman year I came in and Brad, our coach, had told me that I had an 80 to 90% chance of making the team. So coming in, I was already kind of on the hot seat. We were doing cuts that year, so Brad was cutting 2 people. And my freshman year, I didn't think I was going to get cut because I'm a freshman. I didn't think I had that confidence. And one day before practice, Brad was calling in a bunch of people to his office, and it was me and a couple other freshmen. And he basically asked me, "Why do you want me on this team?" And I told him, I love the competition. I came to college wanting to swim, so I really do want to be here. He said, "All right, I'm going to give you a chance." And that kind of shook me up a little bit because I kind of had built up this confidence that I wasn't going to get cut, and I was kind of on the chopping block there, but I got saved at the last minute because Brad wanted to give me a chance to prove myself. So I don't think I found my place on the team until end of sophomore year. But at the beginning of sophomore year, I was like, well, they're not going to do cuts this year. I think we had 26, but I think there was talk we could have 25, but I was like, I'm a sophomore now. I'm kind of on this team. I'm not going to get cut. But before practice one day, Brad called me in and was like, I just had to fight with the athletic department to keep you on the team. And I just want to know if you still want to be here. And that really was a wake-up call. I know I said almost getting cut was a wake-up call, but that one was worse because I realized that out of all 26 people on the guys' team, I was number 26. And that was painful to hear, and it really shook my confidence a lot. But at the same time, I realized that Brad had confidence in me to fight with the athletic department to keep me on the team. And I realized I didn't want to let him down with that. I wanted to prove to him that was a good decision, that he made the right call in doing that. So I think after that, despite what it might sound like, that might be where I found my place on the team, where I realized how I need to stay on this team and why I want to stay on this team. So sophomore year was pretty solid for me, and then junior year was where it really took off because sophomore year I started working a lot harder and dedicating myself more to the team, and then junior year I was able to take off and really have a great season for the first time since I went to college. I think that's something every freshman college or every college athlete needs to ask themselves: why do you want to be there? Like, why are you there? Are you there because your parents want you to be there? Are you there because you think you should be there? Or are you there because you really want to be there? And once you answer that question for yourself, then you can dedicate yourself to it. Because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then why would you spend all that time doing it and dedicating yourself to it? And I think that's the most important thing to figure out.
Cam Sexauer swam his last meet with Rowan Swim and Dive this past February. He graduates this upcoming May with a degree in civil engineering. Cam says that although he will always miss swimming, he's incredibly grateful for the past 4 years and ready to move on to his next chapter in life.